It is warm today. It's Sunday. I've taken tomorrow off, so I'm going to do the night. And I'm down at Farlows, and that bucket is full of floaters. So we're going to try and catch them off the top. I know that this is a good lake for it. And actually, while I've just been dipping my nets, I've seen a couple of fish out between these two kind of islands here, shouldering, cruising around. So I think it's about 2 o'clock. It's a good time to get some floaters out there. I've got plenty of them. I'm staying light on the barrow. Got plenty of daylight left for today, so we'll stay mobile and then just hunker down somewhere for the night. There's fish to be caught. Oh, that was right on top of the carp. Don't want to put too many out. I mean, that's something that's too easy with a spod, is to just whack loads out and not actually fish effectively. I'm going to go to the left a little bit, so there's a drift on. I'll try and drift these baits out around the front of me. I'm definitely spooked a fish though, so. So I've just been spodding out in front of myself here, and the wind's drifting along and taking it down and over towards that island. I don't know if you can see, but there's a fish coming up and taking. So I'm just going to nip into the swim next door that controls that water. Try and get up close to where that fish is coming up. Put a bit more bait on it. There are a few fish around. I can see them. Whether it's worth hedging your bets. I'll keep feeding them for a little bit. See if I can get them to stop rather than just take one or two as they're cruising through.
Big coastal cruise up here as well.
Yeah, there's a couple of them are coming up and down.
Nice one over here, big
Yeah, they're not really sticking around though.
It's waving, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like they take a couple off the top and then just move off.
Good luck, mate, anyway.
Cheers, man. Fish back in front, taking a few right directly in front of me. He seems to be taking a couple and then going. There is plenty of bait out there. So I think I'm going to leave that fish just to feed, maybe bring in some other fish, grab my rod and just try and catch him. Just try and nick a bite to start off with. There really doesn't seem to be that many fish in the area. So you just got to kind of take your chance when it comes. So I haven't really got the fish competing like you'd ideally want if you were going to be able to catch. So a couple. What I have been able to do is get some bait in and localise it. And as long as I can keep these birds off of me. There is a fish in the area. It's just to the left of the baited spot at the moment. I'll probably have to keep moving this line as the seagulls come round. I can't really tell which bait is mine. There's a bit of a drift as it goes sideways. fish is just out the back of the spot again. It's taken the odd one or two here and there. Just going to leave my bait where it is until I know that he's kind of moved off. He's coming back round. Is he going to go for it? I'm going to swim just underneath it. Just swimming underneath it. Going back round to the right, I think. Oh, there's another fish out the back. We start getting twitchy. I'm not sure whether to leave it where it is. Just straighten this line up a little bit. It is kind of sat on its own. There's plenty of bait out there. I don't really want to keep putting bait in. Put the odds against myself. So a lot of walking yesterday for not a lot of benefit. Probably found about 2 fish that were feeding on my bait anyway. So today the plan is to go again. I dropped onto Lake 2 for the night because people were surface fishing here yesterday. Fish were still active in those upper layers, so I put 2 zig rigs out for the night, but nothing came of it. I do have a rig out at the moment because there's a bit of bubbling. Got some boilie and pellet that I've put out, but ultimately just going to put the kettle on and then look at trying to find a surface opportunity again. So I've had a quick sort out, left a few things back at the car. I'm going to take the barrow, travel light, just a rucksack, net, mats, rods, try and find some bits. Got the wind directly in my face. A bit sheltered here because you've got an overhang to the left, nice patch of lilies. And then where these birds are, it's not actually too much of a longer cast. It's just getting hot now as well. The sun beating down. Later on the wind's going to switch, so we'll probably head off that way. Then again, this part will be on the back of the wind, so it'll be a bit sheltered. Let's get some bait out. Just travelling light on the barrow. Got my spod rod ready to go, just folded down. I've been feeding for, I don't know, an hour. And it's just getting hot. I've just put some factor 50 on because it is warm and this blue sky. And a few fish have just started coming up right in front of me. want to make sure there's plenty of bait out, so that if they do start really going for it, then it gives me time to get myself set and ready. To the left, just in front of that bush really. They're almost sat under there because I swear quite a bit of the bait's drifted. Fish is still just off the point of this bush. It's a little bit ripply, so it is difficult. And I am kind of this side of it, but plenty of bait going in now. Everything's just, I can feel the wind, and I wasn't able to feel the wind earlier. Literally feels like I'm fishing a river, drifting like a stick float or something. So I've actually just come round to the left hand side of where I was fishing. So this is that bush that I was kind of trotting up against, and it's a little bit like protected in here. It's not drifting as much, so I'm just putting some bait out in front of me, and there is a fish taking. I might just have to nick a bite, but it's a distance that's achievable. And then also this second island, I've put some biscuits up to there as well. There is a guy fishing from a swim kind of round to the left a little bit further, cutting right across, but if I can keep the fish in a bit close, it might benefit me. Fish just out the back, bait, and again just got the rod tip under the water. Maybe that might help the toe. It doesn't look like it. It is moving. It moves so much quicker than any of the other baits. It's so tricky. In 10 seconds it's over the other side of the swim. I don't know what you can do. Oh, these fish are going crazy, and I am not taking advantage. They know, don't they? They definitely have to know. Another pouch full. Keep it there. Get this bounded. Put it right up tight to the hook. Nice. Give it a grease on the line. Pulls, make sure it's all sat how you want it. Yeah, nice. Right. It's quite overhanging here. It probably would be a good spot to have my dwarf rods really, but I've come armed with my 12-foot rod thinking that, you know, it's big lake, big casts. This line just goes everywhere. Definitely some fish feeding. Oh, there's a fish down to the left actually. I'm just gonna try and keep this float as still as possible now. There's about 3 fish just to my left. One just out the back of the float. Just try and keep in contact. Plenty of bait out there. Yeah, just to the right. On his way, go on. Oh, he went backwards. They're around it, maybe 1 or 2 around it. Just gotta try and keep it still. This line is drifting. It's where it needs to be. Don't move it. It's just starting to drift away because my big bow in the line. I have to feed a little bit closer to it. Mend this line. Yeah, I've just pulled it out. Almost fell in. Trying to get all welly behind it. It was worth almost falling in. Can't let him get into these snags. Gonna really have to play him. Tighten that drag up. Got a strong line on. I'm gonna have to really bully him. Come on, you're not going near those snags, mate. Oh. Get a bit of sidewind. Keeping the rod low. Keep him coming. Let him wallow. Bolt bubble's moved. Come on, mate. Try and gain a bit of line. Get him up. Yes. Oh my, I do not think I've ever waited so long for a carp. Oh, wow. Talk about patience. Oh, and they're still feeding. Now it is hot and my ticket is just about to run out, so I spent most of yesterday trying to find them. Zig fished all through the night because I thought that they were active up by the surface, and then today it took a while, and the cast that almost made me go into the lake resulted in this, just under 19 pounds. I got him in and let him rest in the net for a good while because it is hot, and we had quite the battle to get him out of the margins. But yeah, crusty, kind of wrinkly mirror, some nice scales down the side. But yeah, let him rest in the net, weighed him just under 19, and we'll get him back. It is hot. There are a few fish kind of milling around, but nothing really taken with any gusto. One of my targets for the year was to actually catch a surface PB, but I'm still yet to break that 20-pound barrier. I thought coming here that we might have a good chance of it, but I think maybe it was just a bit too hot. And to be honest, about 70% of the other anglers here are fishing on the surface. So I'm happy to get off the mark, but that is honestly one of the hardest worked fish that I will ever catch. And just for that last little, almost fell in, and straight away he took it. Good, I can go home now and have a cold shower because I'm covered in carp, sweat and sun cream. Cheers guys.